I'm back, everybody. Whether you like it or not, my days of watching from afar from inside Jack's beard are behind me. So here I am, once again in the flesh, to bring you, by popular demand, the top 5 scary Easter eggs you missed in Haunting of Hill House Part 2. Hey guys, welcome back to Top 5 Scary Videos. I'm your host, Lucy McPhee. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you're a fan of the Haunting of Hill House or just scary videos in general. Be sure to leave us a comment down below which your favourite Easter egg is and if we missed any on our list. Let's jump in. In at 5, the basement. Now, I had a lot of you screaming in the comment section of our first video about this little Easter egg, so here it is. During episode 7, titled Eulogy, Hugh spends most of the ep dealing with the mold issue in the basement. During 2 particular moments, you can clearly see a ghost with long blonde hair creeping behind walls in certain frames. Here's the first one. Take a look behind the detective at the back of the room. You can see a hand on the wall, and the blonde hair poking out behind him. Creepy. And, more noticeably, during the scene where Hugh is shining a flashlight into the wall, where the mold is spreading from. On the floor behind him is the same ghost, peeping her little head out, watching on at the chaos going around her. No thank you. In at 4, Twilight. Now, this is a subtle Easter egg that even a low-key lover of Twilight like myself missed. As most of us know, Elizabeth Reese, who plays Shirley in the show, also appeared more famously in the Twilight saga. It's okay if you want to pretend that didn't happen, most of us do. Except for me, again, low-key fan. In episode 2, titled Open Casket, Shirley decides that she is the best person to prepare Nell's funeral. God bless Shirley. During this episode, she argues with her husband about the arrangement, and he drops a doozy of a line. He says, I quote, "Why not send her to Carlisle? They'll do a great job there." So, did you catch it? Well, Carlisle is the name of Reese's on-screen husband in Twilight. It's not the most common of names, so fans can only assume it was a subtle Easter egg for the Reese lovers out there. In at 3, Speak Up, Part 2. So this Easter egg comes from the comment section of our Part 1. Nathan Forbush Burnett commented 227, crawling on the ground behind Theo. Well, before we take a look at what he's referencing, I should say that when I saw this, I was truly terrified. I missed this little Easter egg completely, even after watching the clip a dozen times for our first video. It's subtle, but when you notice it, you can never unsee it. Apologies in advance, it's unnerving, disturbing, and just plain creepy to watch.
Hello, can you hear me? This is Eleanor Crane calling. I can hear you, Nellie.
In at 2, Screaming Mimes. Episode 9 of the series was by far the most jam-packed with hidden ghouls and spirits, and also significantly less subtle this time. The ghosts are right in our face, hiding in plain sight. I'm gonna be listing off a few here, so prepare yourselves. You have been warned. Towards the beginning of the episode, Olivia is laying on the sofa with the youngest of her children, Nell and Luke. She begins to dissociate once again, and when she awakens, Hugh is now holding Luke, and in the right-hand corner of the frame, we catch a quick glimpse of a shadowy figure standing in the archway. Take a look.
You guys coming?
Next, and by far the creepiest in my opinion, occurs during the penultimate scene of the episode. As Olivia is hurrying around the kitchen making tea to cure one of her many headaches, we are blessed with this camera-ready ghost. I'm not going to tell you where it is, you'll see it.
What's going on in here?
He wants to take some of my clothes.
And the last ghost to make an appearance in episode 9 makes their debut as Olivia is saying goodbye to her children and leaving the house for a short trip away. As we get a shot of the kids lined up by the stairs, to the right we catch a glimpse of a shadowy man stood in the doorway. Now, most people caught this, including me, but still, it's creepy as hell. And finally, in at number 1, the novel. This Easter egg focuses mostly on the novel of the same name, written by Shirley Jackson in 1959. However, the novel follows a team of psychics who explore a notorious haunted mansion in hopes of documenting the weird goings-on. Now, fans of the show won't be privy to these hidden gems, but Jackson fans certainly will. To start, almost all of the names are taken directly from the original novel, most notably Nell, whose full name is Eleanor Vance, just like the protagonist in Jackson's book. Not only do the names draw ties, but also the personality traits. Nell in both versions feels isolated by the world and is drawn to the creepy manor. And, spoiler, in both versions Nell dies on the property in a violent manner. Another little nugget is the scribblings on the wall we find in episode 5. Olivia confronts Nell about a message on the wall that says, Nell. But it's later revealed in its entirety to read, Welcome home, Nell. creepy. Now in the book the same sitch occurs, except the writing reads Eleanor come home, and it is far more ambiguous whether Nell herself did it or some frightening entity playing tricks. Now there are a ton more Easter eggs from the novel, but we'll end with one of the more famous ones, the Cup of Stars. In the show, Nell quotes the book verbatim during a conversation with Mrs. Dudley after discovering a teacup with stars. She describes how she saw a little girl refuse to drink her milk at a restaurant because it didn't come in her cup of stars. Nell then says, I quote, "Don't do it. Insist on your cup of stars. Once they have trapped you into being like everyone else, you will never see your cup of stars again." It's a sad quote that ultimately describes the loss of innocence, and I think we're all pleased they kept it in the show. So what do you guys think? We still haven't covered all of the Easter eggs because bloody hell did they jam-pack the show with hidden ghosts and connections to the original novel. It's very impressive actually. If you want more, make sure to leave us a comment below and perhaps we can do a part 3. While you're down there, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another scary vid. And until next time, see you later.